Hello again and welcome back to March Payne's Midlife Dolly Crisis, and welcome back to our Advent adventure. Yesterday, if you remember, we got this cute little pink bag here for our faux Barbie from this Barbie-esque style Advent calendar, which I purchased off eBay for a very, very cheap price. And then from our homemade Advent calendar, which is all the stuff in this bag, we got for Blythe this very cute Mac from Pinky Jane, which is very cute and obviously very practical for this time of year. So today we are on day number 11. So we're going to firstly start off by opening our 11th window in this calendar. Window 11 is here. Oh, so it's a bit bigger actually. So I wonder what could be behind this. Let's have a look and see. Oh, we have more fabric. It feels more sort of, more like another princess dress, doesn't it? Oh God, it's another one they've really crammed in there. Let's move that out the way. And let's unfurl this. It's very princess dress again, as we suspected. And it's butterflies as a theme. This is actually very cute, and the colour is really nice as well. Hopefully the colour is coming over correctly as you're looking at it. I don't really know what way, is it this, is that the front? I thought it had like a sort of an asymmetric look, but I'm thinking that this is the front of it with this giant butterfly. So obviously we've got layers. Unfortunately, one of the layers is that kind of almost papery material. It's actually not probably that bad. Now, I don't know if this can be ironed. It needs it. It certainly needs it. I don't think it's going to fall out by itself, unfortunately. But the way they kind of cram them in, you definitely need to try and straighten it out somehow, whether it's steaming or ironing. We've then got this layer on top, which is a white net layer, and we've got these butterflies all over it, these kind of holographic silver butterflies, which I imagine a child would actually really like. Some of them seem to be on the other side, at least one of them seems to be on the other side of the net, whereas most of them seem to be on the top. Okay, well that's interesting. Or actually, is there two layers of this? Okay, so there is actually two layers. So we've got the bottom layer of the purple fabric, and then we've got two layers of the net with the butterfly holograms all over them. We've then got this giant butterfly on the very front part of the bodice. I think this one looks better and it works better, I think, because it's not so busy. Obviously it is busy, but it's not kind of like, here's another fabric, let's bung this piece of fabric on here, which is completely different to the rest of it. At least it has a bit more kind of cohesion to it. So look, let's get this on her and see what we think of it. So here we go, here she is in the dress. I like it. I don't dislike it. As I said earlier, it's kind of nice not having so many different pieces of fabric trying to sort of battle it out. This is, you know, more cohesive. The only issue I've got really is with the pleating, because of the way that it's done. Some of the ladybirds, some of the butterflies are a bit kind of like lost and look like they're kind of more caught in the fabric than they should be. So yeah, that's an issue. I think pleating is always an issue with these kind of dresses anyway, only because it seems a bit random more than, you know, being very kind of precisely done. That said, I think a child would really enjoy this dress, only because it's really kind of, it's a very pretty dress. It's a very pretty dress. The butterfly, is the butterfly in the centre? Or have I just got it on a bit skew width? Okay, maybe that is better. So yeah, obviously the butterfly could do with flattening out a little bit. But yeah, I would imagine that little girls would really like this, only because, you know, butterflies are a big thing, and it is, like, you know, a very pretty dress. So that is that. So let's open up now our homemade advent calendar. So as I mentioned yesterday, we do have quite a lot of Blythe stuff in there, but we're not doing Blythe today. We're going to do another doll today. I can't really remember the order that we've had these in. I actually did write them down. I'm just checking my list now. Okay, so we had Cindy recently, we had Ken recently, and we had Alwyn recently. So, should we aim for a Barbie today? Maybe? Yeah, let's see. Barbie is... Which paper is Barbie again? I think it's one with the stags on, isn't it? So look, we've got this. Let's open this one and see what we've got in it. Okay, and I've got a little note on this to tell me who it is that made it. So this is from UK Dolly Couture, and again, this was from Etsy, I believe. Now, some of these were for regular Barbies, and some of these were for curvy girls. I think it would say on it, I think there would be a C on it if it was for a curvy. So let's open this and see, shall we? So this is a very dramatic red dress with a train. I think this is for a standard Barbie. So let me go grab one and we'll see what we think. Okay, so look, I've got this gal here. She's one of the Lux dolls. I can't remember which number she is now, but I think she was from the second series of them. I think she's a tall Barbie, but I think that'll be okay because this has got like a long train to it. Let's have a closer look at this a second, because we want to give it its moment to shine, don't we? So obviously it's this very kind of deep red colour. We've got one sort of shoulder here, so obviously it's asymmetrical, and then we've got some arm pieces down here as well. So they're kind of almost separate. Everything's very nicely sewn. The fabric is kind of like a jersey, sort of stretch material. Maybe it's kind of a lycra, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's certainly got stretch to it. All the kind of edges and everything are very nicely kind of hemmed and all that, which is great. We've then got this very sort of dramatic, train at the back, which I should probably give it an iron, but you know what, I'm not going to risk it. Only because I don't want to ruin it before she even puts it on. But yeah, so there's obviously a lot of work has gone into this because it's, you know, it's a very kind of dramatic design. So I'm going to now get this on her and we'll have a look and see what we think. So here we go. This is very dramatic. I think because her skin tone is so dark as well, this bright red really pops. I've given her some boots. These boots were from the Barbie Basics line. And it was the tall dark skin doll that I purchased. I thought, you know, she should probably do with some different shoes than the ones she was wearing, because she had sort of silver little kind of short boots on. These ones are a bit more, I think, in keeping with the look. I'm kind of a bit speechless, to be honest. I really love this red. I think it works very well. I'd actually kind of forgotten that I'd bought this. In fact, I'm not even sure that I did buy it, but it was in there, so I must have. I really like it. So let me bring on Faux-Barbie with her amazing dress of the day, and we'll have a final look at them together. So here we go. So here are our two gals together. I have a favourite already, and I'm sure you can guess which one it is. I do like this butterfly dress, and I know that kids will like it as well, because obviously butterflies and, you know, it's very pretty and everything. I like the fact it seems less fussy in a way than some of the other dresses have been. And the fact that, you know, we've got a theme, we've got, you know, one sort of colour going through it as well, which is nice. I think it's nice enough. I kind of wish they didn't cram these dresses in, but I suppose space is, you know, a commodity in these kind of calendars. So I can understand why they've done it. I would be interested to know if any of you have tried ironing this kind of fabric. Is that kind of papery stuff, or if steaming it is probably the way forward, perhaps. And then on the other end of the spectrum, we've got this gal here in this kind of amazing creation. It's weird because it's quite a simple design in a way, but, you know, and it's all one colour, but it's just amazing on her, I think. I don't know who would ever get anything like this from Barbie. It's kind of sad, isn't it? Certainly from, like, you know, a Playline doll. I just don't think we would ever get anything even close to this, which is such a shame. So look, what do you think of these looks? Check out the picture at the end as well, because I can't really get the tall girl into shot properly. So you'll be able to see it properly, hopefully, in the photos. Remember to go check out everyone else who's doing an advent calendar this year. I will put a list in my description box below. And if you want to be added to the list, just drop a comment down below as well. So also remember to go check out Kim over at the Dolls, the Witch and the Wardrobe, who between myself and her, we are doing a collaboration called the 12 Days of Christmas Barbie, in which we're basically taking alternate days to open our 12-day of Christmas Barbie Advent Calendar. I have 2023's edition and she has 2024's edition. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please give it a like. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And please share the video if you know anyone else would like this kind of fashion-forward content. And I will see you in the next one. So until then, take care. Bye.